Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of NASapalooza. Unfortunately, Ja and Desai couldn't be with us this month, so I'm stepping in as a substitute. But I also have some good news. Let's welcome back to the show our own legendary Plummy. Yay!
Hey everybody, I am Plummy, and for those of you who don't know me, I am a longtime artist and member of the New Artist Spotlight. I had to take a bit of a hiatus for a while, but I'm excited to say that I am back, and will be joining Ya as a co-host of this NASapalooza show, this great show. So I'm super pumped and excited. If this is your first time watching NASapalooza, let me just introduce you to the New Artist Spotlight. We are a worldwide organization of artists for artists. To help place independent and passionate music makers into the spotlight in this, very difficult music industry. So, let's get started here.
So, let's check out the artists. Our first performer is Amanda Ong, a singer-songwriter from Singapore.
She is also an a cappella arranger and vocalist. She'll be performing her original song, Leave Me Alone, and she will also be performing part of that song in Malay. So let's hear it.
Hey everyone, my name is Amanda Ong, and I'm a singer-songwriter as well as an a cappella arranger and vocalist. I'm from Singapore, and where we are right now, I don't know how many lockdowns it's been, but our current lockdown just got extended by a month, and I feel really lonely because I haven't met my producer who helps me produce my original songs since the pandemic started, or since he started producing for me, which is about 2 years anyway. And I also haven't met my a cappella group to rehearse in a while.
We can't touch the ground, and I can't hear a sound, but you just keep on running up your mouth, yeah.
Right now with the restrictions, we can only meet with another person when you go outside. It's 2 packs maximum. And at home, you can only have 2 visitors. So it's really hard for me to make music live.
This feeling's like no other. I want you to know that I've never had someone who knows me like you do, the way you do. And I've never had someone as good for me as you, no one like you. So lonely before I finally found I've been looking for.
So this is also the area where I record my things, and let me show you a little bit of what it looks like in my recording studio. So I have acoustically treated the room, and there's a ring light over here where I was recording the phone with. This is my recording booth, but I've taken the microphone out of the booth because it just looks better on video. And back here we have my piano, my keyboard, guitar bag, and if you can see on top of the red box, that's a ukulele. And over here I have the guitar out of the bag. And here's my trusty audio interface, my trusty water bottle, so that I'm hydrated. And I just want to tell you a little bit more about me. On the side, I also do some fitness, like pole fitness, inline skating, and some yoga. And I'm also trying to learn French and Hindi. So let me tell you more about this song that's in my second EP that I just released. It's titled About Me, and I have 6 songs in it. Leave Me Alone and Biarku Bersendiri are 2 of them. The latest song being Turbulence, but I haven't actually learned how to play that on my own guitar, so I decided to play you one that I could play instead. I wrote the songs in a time where I was living overseas, and I was in a place where I didn't feel at home because I didn't really have my support system or my friends. So the songs in here address themes of loneliness, fear, and nostalgia. So it's been a huge journey just releasing an EP while not being able to work with my producer face to face. And I also had a lot of trouble getting some background vocalists into the studio, into my home studio, because of the COVID restrictions. And it was also really hard to film the music videos because of the restrictions. It's not like I could book a flight just to film myself on a plane with turbulence right now, because then I would have to come back to a 14-day quarantine, and that's not cheap.
The plane I'm on isn't steady, not at all. I feel like it is just about to fall. And I haven't bought insurance.
I'm really grateful for this opportunity from the NAS community to let me sing my original song today. And I will be singing one that I wrote when I was also feeling this kind of depressed, but it was before the pandemic, so I haven't really changed much, have I? Yeah, and I also have a half Malay version of this song because I entered it in a contest for a Malay contest, and I actually entered the English version, but when I got into the finals, they asked if I could translate it to Malay. So I got the help of a friend to help me translate it because I don't speak Malay myself. And I just wanted to show you what the Malay part sounds like. So in the pre-chorus, it goes,
Mengapa air mataku selalu saja mengalir? Mengapa pikiranku membebankan jiwaku? Hanya sia-sia saja ku cuba menjelaskan segalanya. Semakin lama hatiku bermula tak merasa apa-apa. Namun tetap ku rasa segalanya tak mampu ku jelaskan. Katakan faham apa yang ada di hatiku, biarkan ku saja di sini bersendiri. Di sini biarkan ku bersendiri.
yeah. So my friend actually helped me translate the pre-chorus and the chorus of the song, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I also released that version, and it's titled Biarku Bersendiri if you want to check it out on streaming platforms where you can find me. I am Amanda Ong on streaming platforms, or Musician Mandy on social media.
The sun is up, bright and blinding to my tired eyes. The daylight's no excuse for the cold winter. Beneath the layers I'm clothed in, behind the masks I'm feeling cold, and I'm shivering. The weather's
So this song is titled Leave Me Alone, and I actually wrote it one day before my birthday a few days ago because I felt so negative in life and I didn't want to feel that on my birthday, so I wanted to get all the feelings out. And yeah, so this is how it sounds like.
I think it's rather strange that thoughts inside of me don't equate to what I'm saying or what I want you to see. I fell for this before, but still don't know any better. So I've given up for now, I'll pretend nothing's the matter. Ooh, ooh. I wonder why my eyes are always begging me to cry, and when my mind is telling me that I'm the bad guy. With my words I try, but I always tend to oversimplify, so I just deny. I'm feeling nothing and yet everything at the same time. I can't describe in words what's wrong with me, and it feels like a crime. And neither will you understand that there's nothing you can do. I'm on my own. Leave me alone. I'm on my own. Leave me alone. I'm on my own. Leave me alone. 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 Leave me alone.
Don't you think it's rather strange that I'm good as my go-to reply? I don't need or want reactions, lest my problems amplify. I wonder why my eyes are always begging me to cry, and why my mind is telling me that I'm the bad guy. With my words I try, but I always tend to oversimplify, so I just deny. I'm feeling nothing and yet everything at the same time. I can't describe in words what's wrong with me, and it feels like a crime. And neither will you understand that there's nothing we can do. I'm on my own, leave me alone. I'm on my own, leave me alone. I'm on my own, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. I wonder why my eyes are always begging me to cry, and why my mind is telling me that I'm the bad guy.
Next up is Her Sound, whose real name is Anna Hansen. She's a singer, songwriter, artist, and music producer based in Gothenburg, Sweden.
Anna uses the acoustic piano to create dynamic music with influences from jazz, pop, rock, and soul.
She'll be performing a piano version of her song Miss Machine. Anna, ta oss till vackra Gothenburg. That's Swedish for Anna, take us to beautiful Gothenburg. And hope I didn't butcher that too bad.
This is Her Sound, and this is your wake-up call.
Okay, so this is Gothenburg, where I live. We are on the west coast of Sweden in the south. Now we're at Vasagatan in the heart of Gothenburg, and we are on the way to the studio. If you didn't know before, actually a lot of music is produced here in Gothenburg, and if you look at the weather today, well, you might understand why, because it's a bit rainy, it's a bit windy, and it's getting dark in a few hours, so let's head to the studio. So we're at Brew House. Let's go inside.
You always told me to be the bigger man, to learn how to control my feelings. You always complain about my need for control. I tried, oh how I tried. I stood behind you, nowhere to be seen. You wanted me to be your shadow. I grew tired, so tired, wonder where did I go? But you were never sorry, baby. I'm begging on my knees. I'm begging, baby, please. I'm begging on my knees. Oh, please be quiet. Oh, please be quiet.
I'm Anna, and from the playlist, I think you know me as Her Sound. Well, I'm a songwriter, I'm an artist, and a music producer.
You said without even trying, this would all be a waste. Oh,
I put a lot of effort into my lyrics. They are very important to me. I call my songs stories, because I think I'm telling stories from real life.
your feelings were strong and what I felt was wrong.
I think I can describe my music as alternative pop, and I have a lot of influences from jazz and rock as well. when I write music, it's like I'm saying yes to myself. I get an idea, something pops up in my mind, and it's really easy to discard that idea and say to myself, oh, that's not a good idea, that's not good enough. But writing it down, it actually makes me feel like, okay, I believe in this, I believe in myself.
Was doomed to stay where the boredom was filling me.
I play mostly the piano. I love the acoustic piano. In all my productions I have acoustic piano. I also play some bass and some guitar.
They told me to be someone that
it's just a really, really great community where you support other artists and you get supported as well. And I have discovered so much music through the playlist, and it's really inspiring and encouraging that people are out there, people are all over the world, and we have this community where we listen to each other's music. It's really cool. So many thanks to the founders of this community. I think it's really great. And now it's time for my live performance, and I will play a stripped-down version of the song Miss Machine, and you can also hear the studio recording on Spotify. And this version that I'm gonna perform is a stripped-down acoustic version of it, and I really hope you enjoy it.
my brain's become metallic, but my heart is still organic. My brain's become metallic, but my heart is still organic. How am I supposed to be both human and a machine, playing every string in the symphony, still expected to keep my empathy? How am I supposed to remain a woman sweet and sane? I am every block in the cemetery where I have to turn stones into poetry. My brain's become metallic, but my heart is still organic. My brain's become metallic, but my heart is still organic. How am I supposed to breathe? Lungs are not made of steel. I am stuck in a soulless industry, suffocating quietly. How am I supposed to feel? No time for wounds to heal. Slowly losing gravity. Log out from reality. My brain's become metallic. My brain's become metallic. My brain's become metallic. My brain's become metallic. My brain's become metallic, but my heart is still organic. My brain's become metallic, but my heart is still organic. My brain's become metallic, but my heart is still organic. My brain's become metallic, but my heart is still organic. My brain's become metallic, but my heart is still organic. My brain's become metallic, but my heart is still organic. My brain's become metallic, but my heart is still
Our next performer is Smooth Sailing, a singer-songwriter and producer from Canada.
And after being away from the music for some years, she has returned in full force. She'll be performing an acoustic version of her song, What You Want.
Please welcome Smooth Sailing.
Hey, I'm Smooth Sailing. I'm a singer-songwriter and producer from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada.
Tell me how it is on a Sunday morning. Didn't make it fall, got lost in the moment. Tell me.
I grew up around music, around a musical family, and did the talent shows, did some minor competitions, and honestly I could not fathom how anybody would ever want to do anything outside of the musical industry when they got older.
Be the one that you're looking for.
Life just got in the way, and I ended up going to hair school and then opening a business with hair extensions, and even got further away. I still had music as my hobby and loved it, but just didn't have time to take it seriously. Until I got really sick with Lyme disease and I was bedridden, and as sad as that was, it gave me the time that I needed to really figure out what I wanted out of life, and that was to continue with music and share my creations with everyone.
On a Sunday morning when you wake up, your identity's stolen.
So 12 months ago, I released my first single, Sunday Morning, which I wrote, produced, and recorded in my home studio. And ever since, it's, I've just been taking it more serious, and it's been really great. The people I've met have been awesome, and when I joined NAS, it was like this whole community put together of supportive humans, and it's really, really hard to find.
I'm good for it now.
I want to share with you an acoustic version of What You Want, which is a song I released with producer Sun Magnetic earlier this year. Definitely check that one out on streaming platforms, and I hope you enjoy.
How come we allow the light we shine to be taken? And how come we let the feelings all around get sucked up and tasted? And how come we let others define our worth just to feel forsaken? How come? How come? Close your eyes, don't be scared. Feel your light up everywhere. Lock it down, follow through. You know exactly what to do. You do what you want, you gotta do what you need. Don't stop and do what you love. In love and do what you breathe. Inhale and do the mistakes. Grow from it, do what it takes to feel and do everything that that you thought you were grown to be. You do what you want. 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 How come we could take everything for granted, waste away the time we're giving? And how come if you could dig it, I could dig it, oh, we won't tell each other what we want? How come we could unlock our hearts just to be torn apart and feel continually judged? How come? How come? Close your eyes, don't be scared. Feel your light up everywhere. Lock it down, follow through. You know exactly what to do. You do what you want. You gotta do what you need. Don't stop it, do what you love. You love it, do what you breathe. Inhale it, do the mistakes. Grow from it, do what it takes to feel it. Do everything that you thought you were grown to be. You do what you want. Do what you want. Do what you want. Do what you want.
For tonight's closing, we have the Blindfold Experience, who is my lovely co-host today, too. The Blindfold Experience is a musical project created by Michael Lind, who is also a moderator here at New Artist Spotlight. And working with musicians from all over the world, Mike creates genre-crossing music. The roots are definitely rock and heavy metal, but he's no stranger to an acoustic song as well. His very first single, Fly, was released a year ago, and today Mike has teamed up with vocalist Paul B. from the UK to perform a scaled-down version of Fly.
Hey, this is Mike from the Blindfold Experience. The Blindfold Experience is a musical project where I work together with artists from all over the world and create some music. I write the songs and I produce them here in Sweden, and then I send them out. The artists perform their parts and they return them. And we put it all together, and that's where the magic happens, I think. So, why do I love music? Well, I always love music, and I always listen to music, and I have played most of my life. But there's also a need to create something, and if someone else enjoys it, that's just amazing. I would do it anyway. So I joined New Artist Spotlight not quite a year ago, and it has been a great place. It's a very great community, it's very supportive, and it's actually artists helping artists. Tough one. I made quite a few really good friends, and I met a lot of interesting people, and I made connections, and it has also opened doors for new collabs. So I'm really looking forward to the new material that we will be working on. Okay guys, so now we're leaving the city. I'm going to take you to my studio out in the Swedish archipelago. That's where I have most of my equipment, and I can work in peace. And also where I can find some inspiration from nature.
Where do I start? And when will it end?
Yeah, so this is the Swedish archipelago. It's my home away from home. Partly this is where I grew up in the summers, and this is where I have my summer house, and it's my favorite place to be.
Feelings I can't define.
So here's my little studio setup. As you can see, I have some hardware. I'm pretty old school, so I have pen and paper. And for those of you young ones, those things in the back, those are CDs and even cassettes. You know, tape. That's analog, baby. I have an amplifier that I can produce feedback with. Most of the guys I work with, they plug their guitar straight into the interface, so they can't do feedback. So it's pretty neat to have that around, and I often keep that in the final recordings. I have some guitars, bass, and this is an old closet. I put sound absorbers on the walls so I can get a decent recording of tracking vocals in my case. Yeah. Well, as you can see, it's dark, but it's time to leave for the apartment to try and record a performance for NASapalooza. So I'll hit my trusty flashlight. And as you can see, it's cold today. Look. First snow. Let's go! Now maybe you can see why I can play the guitar loud here. It's pretty empty this time of year at least. There's a house. And look at that moon. Oh! That was a terrible howl. So this is what I had to deal with. This is my trusty oar. Oh, I have an engine, but it's just for decoration. We are leaving the island, and we're going to take a look at the moon again. Wow, look at that. So it's almost to the day a year ago that I released the first Blindfold Experience single. It was Fly with Paul B from the UK on vocals. And today we have come together digitally we can't do it at the same time, but we are going to perform a piano version of Fly for you tonight.
A saddened face in a lonely place, 1,000 scars behind your eyes, so blue and bright. A tired smile, just for a while, so out of place. You cannot hide the tears you cry. Your heavy heart, so torn apart. Your darkest fears come out at night when you're alone. A flower child, you're a spirit wild and free at heart. Have you forgotten who you are? But you're far away from home, a sailor lost at sea on the deep dark ocean. Just remember this, one day you will fly again. A passing glance, a stranger's touch, a chance to come alive again, just for a while. When the worlds collide, there's a rising tide, so hard to fight. When you give in your whole at last, but you're far away from home. A blackbird in the snow, and your wings are frozen. Just remember this, one day you will fly again. Always thought you were to blame, carried heartache, fear and shame. Spread your wings and take the sky until you're far away from me. The flower that I found and lost in the darkness, just remember this, one day you will fly away from me.
Alright, that's all for today's show. If you guys are interested in following any of the artists you saw today, be sure to check out the bio for social media and Spotify links, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to head over to newartistspotlight.org. Check out all the great content we have there. We have 10 question interviews. We got podcasts. We've got weekly song reviews from our own Charles Connolly, which are always fantastic to read. So we got a lot of great content out there.
And if you want to be part of future NASapaloozas, you can submit at newartistspotlight.org/NASapalooza.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. Take care.
That's it for today. I'm Mike from the Blindfold Experience. I'll see you soon.
Anna uses the acoustic piano to create music with a dynamics.
She will be performing an acoustic version of her song Take Me Away. No, it's called What You Want. She will be performing What You Want. No, not exactly what you want. She will be... Vad svårt.
Come on.
Well, that's all for this month. We will be seeing you in the future NASapaloozas. I don't know what I'm saying.
With influences. I'm going to start that one.
She will be performing her original song. I can't say original. She will be performing her original...
Anna, ta oss till vackra Gothenburg.
Anna, ta oss till vackra Göteborg.